Want to know how to make her chase you? Forget about those cheesy pickup lines and lame games. That stuff only works in bad movies. The secret is simple, but painful. Become a guy who's actually worth something. It's no use being just another guy in the crowd. You have to stand out, become irresistible. If you do what I'm about to tell you, she'll be the one desperate, texting you and canceling plans just to see you. I'm going to show you now the triggers that make women obsessed with certain guys. But I warn you, this isn't for everyone. Are you ready to learn, or will you stay stuck in the same old routine? Pay attention, because I'm about to open your eyes. Number 1, be the damn rare gem. Remember the last time you wanted something with all your soul? Now think, was it easy to get? Of course not. If it were, you wouldn't have even valued it. That's the power of scarcity, and Dr. Robert Cialdini hammered this point. People value what is rare and hard to access. And you know what the problem is? Most guys are too easy, offering everything on a silver platter as if they're begging for attention. If you want to be different, you need to learn this. Create mystery. Share your life little by little. Make her earn every piece of who you are. Do you think you're going to spill everything on the first conversation? And please don't come at me with the playing hard to get thing that's for boys pretending to be men. You're not going to play games. You're going to be naturally hard to reach because you're actually a man of value. You know why? Because you have something almost no one else has. Control. Control over who you are, what you want in your own life. This is the kind of thing that makes her look at you and think, this guy isn't like the others. When that happens, my friend, she'll be the one looking for ways to enter your life, chasing after you for a bit of your attention. Number 2, be the master of emotions. Have you noticed that when someone yawns, suddenly everyone around starts yawning too? That's not magic. It's pure science. Mirror neurons do that trick. And here's the thing. Those same neurons are the key to creating empathy and connection. So if you radiate confidence and have a positive attitude, guess what? Her emotions will start dancing to your tune. Now pay attention. This doesn't mean going around forcing a fake smile or trying to be some unfunny comedian. It's about being genuine, really laughing, talking passionately about the things that move you. When you're that guy who overflows with good vibes, she'll start associating your face with that feel-good sensation. And then, bro, it's game over. Every time you're around, she'll want to be by your side like a magnet because she'll feel amazing around you. But here's the secret. It only works if it's real. If you're a pit of negativity, do you think she'll want to be near you? No way. Be the guy who leads the conversation, who steers emotions in the right direction, and soon she'll be laughing at your jokes and eagerly waiting for the next time you meet. Number 3, trigger the damn desire to return the favor. Listen up. Humans have a factory defect that you can use to your advantage, the desperate need to return favors. It's in our social DNA. You can't fight it. Anthropologist Richard Leakey already pointed this out. Without reciprocity, humanity wouldn't be here today. So if you know how to use this the right way, it's game over. The move here is simple. Make small gestures that show you're thoughtful, like a genuine compliment. None of that cheap flattery, okay? Or a gesture that shows you're paying attention. But, and here's the key, do it without expecting anything in return. Because, my friend, when you plant those seeds of reciprocity with no pressure, her mind starts working for you. She'll feel that itch of, wow, he did this for me. I need to do something back. The result, she'll find herself wanting to return the favor, wanting to be closer, doing things for you. And when she gets into this cycle of wanting to please, it's game over. You're in control. But pay attention. It's not about being manipulative. It's about being authentic. Be the guy who truly adds value, and she'll want to give you much more in return. Number 4, leave her dying of curiosity. You know when you hear a song that cuts off suddenly, and all day it's stuck in your head? That, my friend, is the infamous Zeigarnik effect. Our brain simply can't handle something unfinished. It keeps churning, obsessed, trying to complete what was left hanging. Now, imagine using that same tactic in your conversations. In your interactions, don't give everything away for the love of God. Leave some things unsaid, create that suspense like there's always more to tell but without revealing it all. This makes her keep thinking about you even after you're gone. She'll be wondering, what else does he have to say? When will I find out the rest? And then, without realizing it, she'll be anxious for the next meeting, biting her nails waiting for the continuation. Want to win her mind? Don't give definitive answers. Keep a bit of mystery. Make her feel like there's always more to come. If you do this right, she'll be dying to see you again, just to finally get what was left unsaid. Or not. Because you, my friend, will always leave her wanting more. Number 5. Be the prophecy that fulfills itself. You know that cliché phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, there's some truth to it. The so-called Pygmalion effect proves that the expectations people place on us have an incredible power to shape our behavior. And if that works on us, guess what? It works on her too. So here's the scheme. Start truly believing in her potential. I'm not talking about flattery or throwing empty words, but about challenging her in a positive way, showing that you see greatness in her. When she gets it right, don't just say, congratulations. Celebrate those achievements like they're the biggest deal in the world. You'll be the guy who pushes her to be better, who challenges her in a way no one else does. And you know what happens when you become that positive force in her life? She'll associate you with her personal growth, with her achievements, and the feeling of being truly seen and valued. This creates a strong emotional bond because you'll be the man she feels helps her evolve. And there, my friend, you can bet she'll want to stay by your side because nobody leaves the guy who makes them feel on top of the world. If you're tired of being the idiot she walks all over, the one who accepts any scraps and still gets kicked to the curb like trash when she feels like it, then wake up. It's time to stop swallowing disrespect and turn this dirty game around. Go to the description and grab the digital book I left for you. After reading it, you'll learn how to be a real challenge, to never bow down again, and to put any woman in her place without remorse. Enough with being stepped on and discarded like a useless fool. If you want respect, then start acting like a man who commands it. Number 6. Embrace your flaws, man. Think being perfect will make you irresistible? Wrong. Perfection is boring. Ever heard of the pratfall effect? Basically, small mistakes and flaws make people more likable, more human. No one can stand the perfect guy all the time. So instead of trying to be a perfect robot, learn to use your flaws to your advantage. Share those stories when you messed up, but do it lightly, like it's not the end of the world, because it's not. Laugh at yourself, show that you can mess up and handle it just fine. This makes you more real, more approachable, and surprise more attractive. Showing vulnerability every now and then doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. And guess what? This creates a deeper connection because she'll realize you're someone she can relate to. And then, instead of seeming like an unreachable robot, you become someone she actually wants to be with. So relax and use your flaws. They're your secret weapons. Number 7. Create experiences that get stuck in her soul. Forget this idea that every second matters equally. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman already proved that people don't remember an entire experience, but the peaks and the ending. In other words, the whole story is almost irrelevant. What really matters are the intense moments and how everything ends. So instead of trying to make every second perfect, focus on creating those unforgettable, memorable moments that will stay in her mind forever. And more, always end on a high note. If you finish on a high, she'll leave with her head full of great memories, even if the middle was just okay. When you become the guy who provides these unique experiences, who makes her laugh, feel adrenaline, or simply feel alive, boom, you've got the control. She'll associate those amazing moments with you, and will always be waiting for the next one. And then, my friend, whenever she wants to relive something like that, guess who will come to mind? You. Number 8. Activate the competitive advantage game. Want to create real desire? combine two things that mess with anyone's head: scarcity and reactance. Scarcity is obvious. What's rare is worth more. Reactance is that internal discomfort we feel when we realize our options are shrinking. The combination of these two forces creates a nearly irresistible desire. So here's the play. Make her understand that your attention is a valuable asset, that you have a life full of interesting things going on. But for the love of God, don't play games. It's not about pretending to be busy or putting on an act. It's about actually having a full life, with priorities besides her. When she realizes that, she'll feel that uncontrollable need to be the most interesting option in your life. She'll want to prove to herself that she's the obvious choice, the best one for you, and who will be in the position of advantage. Exactly. You. Because nothing creates more desire than being the prize, not the hunter. Number 9. Be the dose of adrenaline. She didn't know she needed. Look, the human body is kind of dumb sometimes. It doesn't really know the difference between fear and excitement because the physical symptoms are almost the same. Racing heart, quick breathing, that feeling of something big is about to happen. And you're going to use that to your advantage. So instead of taking her to some boring dinner or the usual movie date, let's do something truly exciting. Throw a little adrenaline into the mix. Activities that challenge her, that make her heart beat faster, whether it's a sport, a different kind of outing, or anything that gets her out of her comfort zone. The trick here is simple. When she feels that adrenaline, her brain will do you the favor of associating that rush of emotions with you. Guess who will be the guy she thinks of when she wants to feel that good sensation of being alive, of having butterflies in her stomach? Exactly. You'll be the drug she wants to take again. Number 10. Make her pay to play. You know that saying that the more a person invests, the more attached they get? This is the famous Ben Franklin effect, and it works like magic. People don't realize it, but the more favors they do for someone, the more they start to like that person because the brain doesn't want to feel like it's wasting energy. It needs to justify the effort. So here's the deal. Ask for small favors. It's not about being lazy, of course, but asking for her opinion on something, advice, anything simple. And when she does it, show that you really appreciate it, but genuinely, not with forced gratitude. As she invests time and attention in you, without realizing it, her brain will start to like you more to justify all that. The logic is cruel but real. The more she puts effort into you, the more value you'll have in her eyes. And before she knows it, she'll be completely invested, because her subconscious has already decided that you're worth the effort. Number 11. Stop being the clingy, available 24/7 guy. Do you think being available 24/7 will put you on a pedestal? Let me tell you a harsh truth. It only makes you look like a desperate fool. Seriously. Stop being the guy who replies to her message before she even hits send, as if her attention is some miracle. Do you have a life, or is her good morning the only thing lighting up your universe? It's time to act like someone who has more going on, someone with priorities besides being her doormat. Learn to control the pace of the conversation. You don't need to be a ghosting expert, but you also don't need to be glued to her like oxygen. Then she'll wonder, why isn't this guy drooling over me like the others? And that's when the game shifts, because guess what? What comes easy, she'll treat like an old towel. If you're always there, clinging, thinking you'll win her over by persistence, congratulations. You'll end up being her pet, not the prize. Control the timing, make her realize you're a busy guy with your own life, or keep being her doormat, the one she steps on every time she needs a little extra validation. Number 12. Be mysterious, but don't be an annoying puzzle. Let me give you a tip. Being mysterious is cool, it adds charm, but, dude, turning into a human enigma, that'll only make you the annoying guy at the party. The last thing a woman wants is to have to grab a map and magnifying glass to figure out what you feel or think. She's not there to be a detective, so stop with the nonsense of being unreadable. Talk about yourself, but don't dump your entire life like you're handing over your emotional resume. Give her a taste, a little bit here, a little bit there. Keep her curious, wanting to know more, but without turning it into an exhausting puzzle. Because if she has to spend too much energy trying to figure you out, my friend, she'll just run off and find someone more straightforward. So the trick is simple. Be interesting without being a bag of mysteries no one has the patience to solve. You want her to want more, not to give up halfway through. And look, if you've made it this far and still don't understand that being an average, predictable guy only puts you at the end of the line, I don't know what else will open your eyes. Life isn't about running after someone, begging for attention, being someone's doormat. It's about being the prize, being the guy who has value, who creates desire. And guess what? That will only happen when you stop groveling for crumbs and start behaving like someone who truly matters. The game is clear. Either you control the narrative, or you're just another extra in her story. So stop being the easy guy, the open book, the always available one. Have a life, have mystery, have value. Be the challenge she wants to face, the guy she'll chase after. Now that you know how to flip the switch, the question is, will you stay stuck or finally take control? The choice is yours. If you're ready to turn the game around, now's the time. And with that, we're done here. Go out there and make it happen. Or stay the same, and good luck with that. See you around.